Jonas at Whole Body Chiro here. Now we're up to stage in your care program. You probably don't feel any real pain in your lower back at all, but you just know that you have a bit of a dodgy back, and if you're not careful and do something stupid, that you can easily flare up your back again. So we want to make your back stronger here, so you can go through everyday life being confident that your back is going to hold up and you're up for various challenges. So I've designed a program for you that's going to help you to achieve this. First of all, for the warm-up, we're going to have some stretches. So we're going to alternate between a hip-flexor stretch and a hamstring stretch, so quite similar to what we did in our previous program. So hip-flexor onto the hamstring. We're just going to bounce back and forth like that. Once again, since your back isn't quite as strong yet, keep your lower back straight as you lean forward. You can run through this about 12 times. When you're done 12 on this side, swap over to the other side. So forward, back, forward, back. So that's just going to loosen up your hamstrings and hip flexor. Next up, we're going to start to incorporate some squats. So for my squat, I want to keep my pelvis in a neutral position, so not too arched and not too slouched forward, just in neutral, and lock that in. From here, the main thing we're going to focus on today is just keeping a tall posture through your upper body while sitting back. So if you look at my knees aren't sort of scooting forward. The knees basically stay quite similar to where they are. I stay proud in the upper body and just sit back until my legs are almost down at horizontal. You can even go down to horizontal. A good little cue for that could be to use something like a wall or a chair to sit back towards. So once again, locking the core in, tall proud posture, and then just sit back until you touch the wall and back up. So you can do 12 to 36 repetitions of those. And next up, we're going to really work on strengthening the core. So we start with a plank position, and for the plank now we can move on to proper plank. So rather than being on our knees, we're going to be on elbows and toes. And you can pick a time between half a minute up to a minute that you keep this position. So if you keep 30 seconds here, that's our first core exercise. A second core exercise that we'll also do for 30 seconds is a joint sit-up. So you have the sole of your feet on the ground, your hands on your thigh, and you're going to slide your hand up as high as you can without sort of sitting up, so you're still keeping your low back firmly attached to the floor the whole time. And then you sort of just roll up segment by segment. And a really good cue here is to use your heel and your foot and push them in towards your bum. That means that you disengage your hip flexors and you're only working the core. So my feet are pushing up this way now. Almost like I'm trying to pull myself along the ground with my feet down in that direction. So once again, I'm working for 30 seconds up to a minute. Next exercise, I'm going to put my feet up towards the ceiling like this and just try to shoot them up straight up to the ceiling. So it's quite a small control move like that. It's easy to start to shape by swinging your legs. Try to avoid that, instead keep your legs straight. Just a very small movement up and down like that. So doing that for 30 seconds. Next up, you can keep your legs up, and for the next 30 seconds to a minute, just reach up and try to touch your toes. If you're flexible, you might be able to touch your feet. Otherwise, just slide your hands up along your shin like this. Right, good. Our last exercise is to train the side of your abdomen. We're going to pivot around one elbow, so you put one hand on the ground, the other hand you can lock behind your neck. And from here, so we're going to be a little bit on the side, going to use that top knee and this top elbow to meet when I pivot up around this bottom elbow. Once again, I work here for 30 seconds up to a minute. Show it on the other side as well. The following 30 seconds will be on this side. So from here, top elbow and top knee is going to meet where I pivot around that bottom elbow to give me support and balance. Right, so that's it. So for the core section, you work with time. So you can start maybe even at 15 seconds, work up to 30 seconds, then 60 seconds per exercise. And I want you to do 2 laps. You can do them one after another, or do one in the beginning of the day and one towards the end of the day. You distribute that as you want, but it's important that you work on increasing that strength in your core frequently, ideally every day. At the very least, 3 times a week. Alright, good luck with it.